In 2004, Yogi Bhajan died, and a firestorm of accusations rose in the silence he left behind. Suddenly, the tradition that shaped my life was held in a new light, not the glow of reverence, but the fires of truth. Kundalini yoga was the way I learned to breathe again, the way I learned to live inside my body without fear. It was my studio, my students, my service to the world. I could have walked away, but I knew my life had been directed to this practice for a reason. So I went searching, not for purpose, for truth. I looked to my students, the people who had entrusted me with their own healing. What I found in them was a library of living wisdom, historians and skeptics, scientists and poets, survivors and seekers, people who had spent their lives studying the body, the breath, trauma, energy, and consciousness. Together, we began to pull the thread, back through the history and temples, the hidden arts and suppression, the places where women's voices were removed from time. This is where we found her. This is where we found Kundalini. And the deeper we went, the clearer it became. Something had been missing for a very long time. What returned to me through this journey wasn't a teaching, but a remembering. Because this wasn't only about history of the outer world, it was about the union of our inner world. I started to see a mirror, and in that reflection, I understood that spirituality and science have always been describing the same observation from different perspectives. In the quantum field, nothing is separate. Everything influences everything. Reality is relationship. Energy is information. Consciousness is not outside the body, but it's braided through it. And suddenly, my investigation wasn't dismantling yoga, it was restoring it. Out of that restoration, a renaissance of this ancient modality began to form, not as a rejection of what came before, but a return to what was always meant to be whole, ancient feminine wisdom, Kundalini herself, and the quantum understanding of sacred union. This film is not about the collapse of a tradition, it's about the courage to walk into the fire, so what is true can survive, what is suppressed can rise, and what is divided can return to union, in us and through us. I didn't go searching to start something new. I went searching for Kundalini, to remember her wisdom. And what I found was a bridge from victim to victory. As I began to uncover more information on feminine wisdom hidden in traditions from around the world, I reached out to my student, Leyanne Oliveira, about the Egyptian traditions of Kemet.
I remember the first class that I joined when I physically did it in person, in community, through your leadership and you leading it. Immediately, I was like, okay, whatever is happening here, I need more of it. I need to understand it. I need to practice. And she's probably going to be my teacher. The way that I experienced it was very snake-like. It's this very sensual, powerful, mysterious energy. Kundalini has brought me to my roots, which has been, as an African woman, understanding one of the most ancient civilizations, Kemet, which is, the divine order, the goddess of Ma'at. And this energy comes as a woman with ostrich feathers, or sometimes depicted with a feather on her crown. And she is and signifies the divine order that exists in all realms, not only here in the physical realm, but also in the spiritual realm. She held and was in authority at the day of judgment, which is as the spirit transitioned or it is being initiated. So it's not only dying physically, but just being initiated into a new level of themselves, that there would be this judgment scene. And Ma'at is there in bringing that balance, that justice, that truth. So when a person was being initiated or transitioning to the spirit world, in this judgment, there would be a scale, which is also another symbol of Ma'at, where on one side of the scale, the deceased person, their heart would be placed, and then on the other side of the scale, there would be the ostrich feather, which is really light. It's a really light feather. Depending on how light the heart is, would be either a deity would devour the heart, the soul, if the person lived an evil life. Or if it's light, you get to ascend, transition into higher levels of spirit, of consciousness, of your God self.